Originally, our mandate was to support the surviving Hong Kong veterans, because when the Hong Kong veterans came home from the Second World War, their health was very poor, and not only the Canadian government, but the people of Canada didn't believe the stories that they were telling them with regards to their experiences as prisoners of war of the Japanese, and the slave labor camps, the disease, the torture. As the Hong Kong veterans grew older and became less in numbers and their strength was failing, in 1996, a group of sons and daughters of the Hong Kong veterans formed an association called the Hong Kong Veterans Commemorative Association. And our goals were to support the surviving Hong Kong veterans and their widows, and to educate Canadians with regards to the story of C-Force. And C-Force is specifically the Canadians that were sent to reinforce the British Empire in Hong Kong in lieu of a possible Japanese attack. If I may just comment on the so-called apology, I think that an apology, a real apology, a sincere apology, doesn't take place behind closed doors. It doesn't take place with media being exempt from attending. It doesn't take a place being offered by sub officials, and it doesn't take place without informing the people of the nation who are supposedly apologizing without their awareness and without them being informed of the fact that the apology is taking place, why it's taking place. And I think that that's a common theme with Alpha, if I may say so, and with the Hong Kong Veterans Commemorative Association, is that not only are we attempting, in my view, to educate Canadians and those who will listen to us, but we would also like to see education and awareness of the Japanese people. Because my father is a Hong Kong veteran, and if my father was sitting here and you were to ask him the question with regards to the recent so-called Japanese apology, he would just look at you and smile and say, "What apology? I never heard an apology." So I think that if there ever is a time when there is a sincere apology from the nation of Japan to not only the veterans of the Hong Kong Veterans Association, but the Chinese people who suffered long before World War II ever even started. The Japanese force that attacked Hong Kong was a very well-seasoned, well-trained force that had been in China for almost 5 years, committing the types of atrocities that continued when they attacked Hong Kong and defeated Hong Kong.